Here's how to design your next 12 months in the next 13 minutes so you actually hit your goals instead of explaining why you didn't. I mean, look around. Most people you know worked their ass off last year, yet they're in the exact same place as they were 12 months ago. Same revenue, same stress, same problems. Because they decided what they wanted, but then never decided what they'd actually do about it. I'm going to show you exactly what to do so you actually get there, instead of just working hard and running in circles. So picture two builders. Builder 1 shows up with no blueprint, just starts throwing bricks, thinking I'll figure it out as I go. By March, he's out of materials. By June, the walls collapsed. By December, all we see is just a pile of bricks. Now builder number 2, he spends time drawing the blueprints first, measures twice, plans the foundation, orders the exact materials. By March, the foundation's solid. By June, the frame's up. By December, the house is finished. The same tools, the same time, the same materials. The only difference is the blueprint. And that's what this video is, your blueprint. But first, you need to understand why your last one failed. Most people think the problem is that they don't have a plan. So they sit down and they write this massive list. This year I'm going to hit 2 million in revenue and lose 10 kilos and read 52 books and be present with my family and learn a new language and meditate every morning and post on social media daily. You know what that is? That's not a blueprint. That's 20 different houses. And you can't build 20 houses in 1 year. You barely have time to build one. And people don't fail because they didn't plan. They fail because they plan to do everything. Revenue, fitness, family, learning, habits, all at once. And here's what happens. In the first few weeks, you're on fire. You go to the gym at 6 a.m., meditation, reading, sales calls, family dinner. But by February, you miss one workout, and then 2, and then the whole week, and then within 2 months, you're back to where you started. Except now, you feel like a failure. See, the problem isn't that you're lazy. The problem is that you try to be 20 different people at the same time. And I know this because I see it every single day. See, last year, one of my clients, Allison, she was stuck in a trap. She's a government executive, has 4 kids, started checking email at 6:30 a.m. during breakfast. Her kids would talk to her, she'd nod, but her brain would be somewhere else. Inbox, Slack, chats, whatever, fires putting out. By the time she got to work, she'd already burned half her cognitive capacity on the things that didn't really matter. Does that sound familiar? Now, here's what changed. She redesigned her system, not her schedule, her system. So in the past year, she reclaimed 3 hours every single day, and that's the equivalent of 1,000 hours in a year. That equates to 25 extra working weeks. She's reading again, she's playing cricket with her son. She went through 5 different managers this year and stayed grounded through all of it. And what matters is that she didn't do it through more willpower. She didn't try harder. She changed the rules of the game. And that's what I'm about to show you how to do. But first, we need to talk about something uncomfortable. It's your fault. Your business not hitting your targets, it's your fault. Your fitness falling apart, your fault. Your relationships not where you want them to be, it's your fault. Now, before you close this video, here's why that's good news. If it was the economy's fault, then you'd be helpless. If it was your competitor's fault, you'd be stuck. If it's God's fault, then you're doomed. But if it's your fault, you have all the power to fix it. Success is not magic. It's not genetic. It's not luck. It's a trail of small decisions that you make every single day. But here's where most people screw up. They're running hard, but they're going nowhere. So think about a hamster wheel. The hamster is moving, it's sweating, it's working hard, but it's going exactly nowhere. Now picture an average day. You wake up, you check your phone before your feet hit the floor, you scroll through emails while making coffee, you jump on a morning call, you switch to Slack, back to email, another meeting, check LinkedIn during the meeting, responding to messages, answer a quick question from your team, quickly lunch at your desk while clearing your inbox, then more meetings in the afternoon, more Slack, more email, more context switching back and forth, screen to screen to screen. And by 5 p.m., you're fried. You worked really hard, 10 hours straight maybe. You answered 47 emails, had 6 meetings, responded to 83 Slack messages. You were busy, man. But ask yourself this. Did you move your business forward? Did you close a deal? Did you build something that matters? Or did you just run faster on the wheel? I mean, you're moving, you're busy, you worked your ass off, but you're going nowhere. Just running in place, exhausted, but stuck. So here's my question. How much of your week actually looks like this? And here's what makes it worse. When you do try to change, you fall into the second trap, which is to chase perfect. You set the goal to work out 5 times a week. Monday, Tuesday, nailed it, right? On a roll. Wednesday, you missed the workout. Now you quit because you think, oh, the week's ruined. I'll start fresh again on Monday. Perfect quits, but good keeps going. Because here's the truth. Most people think the answer is more and faster. But that actually is lazy thinking. Imagine this all-you-can-eat buffet. You pile your plate with 30 dishes, but nothing really tastes good. You feel sick, you remember nothing. But now picture a restaurant with 5 things on the menu. You choose one, it's delicious. 3 months later, you still remember it and you're recommending the restaurant to your friends. More and faster is the buffet. You don't have to choose, you just grab everything. But less but better forces you to decide what actually matters. And deciding is hard. That's why most people avoid it. But avoiding it is what keeps you stuck. Before we get into the system, consider going analog. See, your phone is a slot machine. You pull to refresh. And maybe you get something, maybe you don't. Your laptop is a portal to infinite distraction. One tab becomes 10, but instead, this pen forces you to slow down. It forces you to choose because one point of ink can only write one letter at a time. You can't multitask with a pen, and that's the point. So let's talk about the system. Step 1, choose one objective for your next 12 months. Not 10 goals, 1. And I know what you're thinking, but I have a business to grow, and I want to be healthy, and I want to spend time with my family. Yeah, me too. And that's why you get 2 objectives. One personal, one business. That's it. So let's say your business objective is to hit $2 million in revenue with 25% net margin. So write that down. That's your house. Everything else, write it on a separate list and label it not to do unless the first goal is reached. And then tape it to your wall. If you want to rebrand the website, not to do. Launch the podcast, not to do. Build an app, not to do. All good ideas, but all distractions. Those aren't goals. Those are shiny objects that will kill your real objective. Steve Jobs said it best. He said, people think focus means saying yes to the thing that you've got to focus on, but that's not what it means at all. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas that there are. And he says, I'm actually as proud of the things we haven't done as the things I have done. So step number 2 is then to choose one goal per quarter. You can't eat your entire year in one bite, so we have to break it down into quarters. So think of it like building a house. You don't say, build a house. You say, lay the foundation in quarter 1. So for example, for the $2 million revenue objective, what's the one thing you need to achieve in the next 90 days? Then make it concrete, pun intended. Make it measurable. Say the business Q1 goal could be 400K in new revenue with 20% net margin. 90 days, one goal. And if you can't measure it, it's not a goal, it's a wish. And here's where most people fail because they don't translate the goal into tasks. So step number 3 is to choose 3 leverage tasks. For the one goal, identify 3 daily actions that directly move the needle. Not busy work, but leverage. So think of these like dominoes. One domino that, when it falls, knocks down 10 others. So if you have the business goal, 400K in revenue, your 3 leverage tasks could be book 3 qualified sales calls per day, run an outreach campaign every week, post on social media every day, and things that are not leverage tasks could be redesigning your website, tweaking your LinkedIn banner, creating a proposal template. These things are motion, but they're not action. If you think about your personal goal, say your main goal is to lose 15 kilos in the next 12 months. For this quarter, your goal could be to drop 5 kilo. Then the tasks could be move your body for 45 minutes every day. Train hard, say 3 times a week, take walks, do yoga, on the other days. And that's non-negotiable. The second could be to eat whole foods at every meal. Then things not to do are, buying new gym clothes or following 47 fitness influencers or reading supplement reviews. These things are motion, but not action. You see the pattern? So the leverage tasks directly move you toward the goal. Everything else is distraction dressed up as productivity. And these tasks should be daily or at least close to it. But knowing what to do isn't enough. Here's another secret. Step number 4 is to make progress visible. This is the part nobody talks about, but it's the difference between systems that work and systems that die in 3 weeks. Consider putting this paper on your wall. not in an app, not in a drawer, where you see it every single day. This is a habit tracker, and this one that I've designed for you, you can write down your one thing and then actually check the box every day that you execute this particular task. And the reason why this works is that when you see that chain of check marks going, your brain doesn't want to break it. 2 days becomes 3, 3 becomes a week becomes a month. You're not relying on motivation, you're building momentum. But even with all this, there is one thing that makes the biggest difference. And that is step 5, to protect the time. I mean, you've got your goal. You've got your 3 leverage tasks, but if it's not on the calendar, it doesn't exist. So block 90 minutes, same time every day. And that's where the leverage tasks happen. In this case, there should not be any negotiations. There should not be any exception. If this is not in the calendar, it doesn't happen. And then a bonus one, accountability. Find another person to meet with every week, every 2 weeks. Share your goals, because you are much more likely to finish when someone else is expecting an update, because you don't want to let them down. And this is the most important part. The Bhagavad Gita says, "Time I am, destroyer of worlds." This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. Time doesn't wait. It doesn't care if you're ready. It doesn't care if you have a plan. It just keeps moving, and it's destroying everything in its path. Your excuses, your some days, your "I'll start next quarter," all of it, it's gone. But here's what you control: how you spend it. We all get the same 24 hours, the same 365 days. Are you spending them running on the hamster wheel, or are you building something that actually matters? Are you scrolling through other people's lives, or creating one that's worth living? The choice is yours. Time is moving either way. The only question is, what are you building before it runs out? So do this. Grab a pen, grab some paper, write down one objective for your next 12 months, one goal for the next 90 days, 3 leverage tasks, put it on your wall. And that free tracker that I showed you, you can download it for free. I'll leave a link in the description. Now you have your blueprint, and some of you will take this and run and go for it. But here's the truth. The blueprint is only half the equation. You can have the clearest goal in the world, but if you're constantly distracted, constantly exhausted, constantly putting out fires, the blueprint, it stays on the wall being pretty. The difference really isn't the plan, it's what's running underneath. How you protect your focus, how you sustain your energy, how you lead with clarity when your mind is working against you. And that's the system. And I break it down in this other video. If you want to actually execute this blueprint instead of letting it collect dust on your wall, then watch this video next. Otherwise, grab the free tracker, and thanks for watching. And as always, go make an impact.